Well, I got this red satin the other day at the fabric store. It's only a little piece, but it was only €2.50, so I couldn't leave it behind. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it's always useful to have. So the other day I thought, well, maybe I could make some loops. And of course, you don't have to use satin. You can use any fabric you have at home, or if you buy something in a velvet, it would be really nice, or sequins as well, something fun. Of course, I've washed it and just ironed the creases, so the project looks nice. Don't skip that step. It might be annoying, but it really makes the difference to a good project. But let's make a pattern first. And of course, it's a good idea to trace and cut our paper pattern with the paper folded, so it's symmetrical. And this is the pattern. It's really important to have the pattern in paper, because later on, because of the lip has this shape, and when we want to stitch this middle bit, we're going to have to cut it, so we can do that. So we can trace it on the fabric. But I love it. I love making shaped cushions. They are so nice. Look at them. And they're lovely. And it's an ideal way to personalize your home and your places in the house. So I'll leave you a link with all the cushions I've made here and at the end of the video as well. And now to cut our fabric, I'm going to do it folded, so I have the two sides at the same time. And I'm going to stick to one of the ends, so I make the most of my fabric. And when you do this, you have to realize that for a cushion you don't need, it doesn't need any flow, so it doesn't matter if you cut it on the grain or cross grain. It doesn't matter, it's the same. What you need to do is to make the most of your fabric. Pattern weights. Fabric for the drawer, because we still have some, and these go for the scraps until it is too full and I have to throw them all live. Red, I was gonna say red lipstick, red thread and a thin needle. I'm going to start sewing, leaving some of the top lip open and some of the bottom as well, so I can fill it in. And make sure that when you leave a bit open is from flatter sides. So I let mine here on a straight bit and then underneath. Now let's put it right sides out. And now is when we need to cut this to make the line in the middle. And to fill it, I have these things, very fluffy, and they call it flock here. You can also use pieces of fabric, pieces of scrap, but I got rid of them all. And apart from that, when you use them, you have to put some wadding in between with the fabric, because if not, it will look a bit bulky and untidy. A rellenar. Don't know if you can see it that well, but we're going to put the needle in and cross. So then, yeah, this doesn't stay still, a second. So then we can go on the same side. Tell me what you think. I think it's quite fun, and it's ideal to practice seams as well, and for beginners, of course. So let me know down in the comments what you reckon, and I'll see you around. Bye. Hi. Mosca, sinceramente,